People who live there say it's a huge loss for their small eastern Kentucky community. Tonight, how they remembered 4 people and an unborn baby killed in a crash.
A Lexington woman is injured in a fire at an apartment complex. The fire department said a sprinkler system likely prevented it from being a whole lot worse.
How a Central Kentucky woman honored 4 first responders who went above and beyond the call of duty during a frightening moment at her home.
This is WKYT News at 11.
Good evening. It is a terrible loss for a small eastern Kentucky community. Tonight, dozens of people gathered to remember 4 people and an unborn child all killed in a crash.
Investigators say Judy Pennington Adams, her pregnant daughter Tiffany Williams Morgan, Tiffany's son Kyson, and family friend Charlene Lewis died in the crash in Clay County Friday night. Tonight, a candlelight vigil was held for the victims in Leslie County where they lived. Victor Puente has our top story at 6.
The dozens that gathered tonight came to remember 5 lives that were cut short.
This has really impacted every family and our community.
The son of one of those victims says he's been in contact with the families of the other people who were killed.
It makes me feel good knowing that we've got a community that all band together when there's a tragedy.
Kentucky State Police say last Friday, 40-year-old Jason Gibson was driving westbound on the Hal Rogers Parkway in Clay County when he crossed the center line and hit a car head-on. 3 people in that other car, Judy Pennington Adams, Tiffany Williams Morgan, and Charlene Lowe Lewis, died at the scene. Morgan's son, Kyson Pennington, died the next day at UK Hospital. Several of the people who came to this vigil wore shirts with the names of the victims on them. That included the name Easton. That was Tiffany Williams' unborn son. She was 8 months pregnant at the time of the crash. The 3 women were friends and family.
Mom and Judy went to church together, and they went everywhere together.
And the families is going to need the prayers and the love and support for the days and months and even years to come.
All 5 will be buried Wednesday in 2 separate ceremonies. In Leslie County, Victor Puente, WKYT.
That crash is still under investigation. Police say the driver that caused it is still in the hospital. They also say drugs and alcohol were factors in that crash.
Tonight, firefighters are trying to figure out what caused a fire tonight that damaged a Lexington apartment and injured a woman inside. That fire began just before 6:30 tonight in the Glen Eagles apartments off Polo Club Boulevard. Firefighters tell us the woman suffered some burns. Sean Moody talked to someone who lives nearby. It's a story that's new at 11 tonight.
The firefighters didn't say how badly that woman was burned, but they did say the sprinkler system likely stopped this from becoming a lot worse. They say the flames were contained to the one unit, though there is a little bit of water damage in some others.
The fire started in an apartment up on the 3rd floor of one of the buildings at Glen Eagles Apartments.
I was just watching TV and I heard alarms.
Virginia Jones lives on the 1st floor, a couple of floors below where that fire was. She got out before the fire department showed up.
And I told the fire people when they got here, I said there's some people still in the building.
Firefighters moved quickly up to that unit.
They noticed the smoke and could hear someone yelling for help.
They rescued a woman from inside. A firefighter said she had burns, and paramedics rushed her to the hospital. There is no word on how badly she was hurt. Firefighters said a good sprinkler system made a huge difference tonight.
This would have been a full-blown, probably multi-alarm type fire if they hadn't been flat sprinkler system today.
And firefighters say they're not sure exactly what started the fire. Investigators are looking into that. In Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
And there was some water damage to a couple of apartments below the fire. A woman living inside one of them said that she expected to be staying somewhere else for a couple of days.
Christmas week has arrived, but it won't feel like winter. The weather will be warm and very wet. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey shows us what he is tracking on the First Alert Defender. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Amber. We can add windy to the mix as well. So we got 3 of the W's in there: the windy, the wet, and the warm. The white is not going to show up this week. Let's concentrate on what is showing up, and it's a lot of rain on your Defender radar network for now, where you see the areas of yellow, of The oranges, that's where it's coming down at a good clip. Earlier we had some thunder and lightning being reported for areas just to the west of Lexington. I could still hear a little rumble of thunder in some areas showing up later tonight. Heavy rains across parts of the downtown area, back into Nicholasville, most of Madison County covered, across the Lexington Metro, right into downtown. And again, soaking rains. Watch out for ponding of water on area roadways. Eastbound on 64, rainy. Mountain Parkway down to the Hal Rogers Parkway. It is wet. London, Corbin, Williamsburg, Hello, Somerset, and Russell Springs. A lot of heavy rain in these particular areas. Heaviest rain actually showing up right now from Danville up toward Nicholasville and into parts of the Richmond, Mount Vernon, and Berea areas. Cold front still off to our west. The old wave train of moisture coming in from southwest to northeast. Out ahead of that, temperatures now are actually warmer than what we had a little earlier. But you know what? You don't have to go too far away from Kentucky to find some cold air. The problem with that, if you like white, that's not coming close to the bluegrass state, or certainly not getting in here. We have a lot of rain, a lot of wind, and the possibility of record highs. We'll focus on that when I come back in a few.
Chris, thank you. New tonight, a man convicted of killing another man in Lexington is now out of prison.
Mike Reeder was serving a 10-year sentence for manslaughter, but today the victim's family tells us they received a notice from state prison leaders that Reeder had been released from prison. He was not scheduled to be up for parole, they say, until 2017. Police say that in 2011, Reeder shot 29-year-old Jimmy Music outside a gas station on Eastland Drive. We called the Department of Corrections to see why Reeder was released today. Our call was not returned. A Lexington woman serving a life sentence for the murder of her girlfriend's husband will spend at least another 5 years in prison. The state parole board refused to let Karen Brown out of prison today. The board said Brown will have to wait until 2020 before trying for parole again. The victim, Michael Turpin, was killed in 1986. Turpin's father told us he had hoped the board would order Brown to stay in prison for life.
We know she's going to have to stay there for another 5 years and think about this. The unpleasant part is that she's going to be eligible to get out again, which we really didn't want to happen.
As for the other two people convicted in that case, Keith Bouchard will be eligible for parole in 2018. Elizabeth Turpin, Michael Turpin's wife, will be eligible for parole in 2021.
It is a practice that could save lives. New tonight, first responders in Montgomery County put together an active shooter training exercise. Mount Sterling Police, Montgomery County Fire, and EMS and St. Joseph Hospital took part in the exercise at the hospital. All this comes just weeks after the shooting in San Bernardino, California. Police tell us they do 3 or 4 of these drills each year.
The training must be constant so that you keep up to date with your techniques and everything else, so that we can actively and accurately reply to these situations and resolve them quickly without as much injury as we can.
Police also say these kinds of drills help the hospital with their accreditation.
Maybe you've noticed them. They have become quite popular holiday decorations around the bluegrass, but they're also a trendy item with thieves. Many homes are now using holiday laser light displays, but over the weekend, thieves stole the displays from 2 homes in Lexington. One homeowner shared surveillance videos showing a thief taking the lights. Another says a thief took about $100 of laser light displays from his front yard.
Fortunately, they didn't take the cords, which was probably another $75, $80, but it's more the principle of the thing that, you know, stealing Christmas lights at Christmas time kind of seems about as low as you can get.
Both homeowners say they do not plan on replacing the lights at this point. So far, Lexington police have not made any arrests for the thefts.
New tonight, a Jessamine County woman thanked the first responders who helped her during a scary situation. Over the summer, Patty Witt was injured when she fell in the backyard of her Wilmore home. An ambulance couldn't come right away because all of them were busy at the time. But Witt says 3 Wilmore firefighters and a Wilmore police officer stayed with her and comforted her during the wait. Tonight, she gave them awards during the Wilmore City Council meeting.
It means that they really care about me as a person. You know, their job is important to them. I think they really care about their job, the people they take care of. And they showed me that when they were there that day.
Witt also says the first responders made sure her cat had enough food and water in case she had to spend the night in the hospital.
And just in time for Christmas travel, gas prices are on the rise. Tonight, many gas station Lexington now selling a gallon of regular for $1.99. That's a 20-cent increase from earlier in the day. This comes even though the price of oil has fallen below $36 a barrel for the first time since 2008.